Welcome to Tehachapi, the City of Tehachapi's podcast, where we share conversations with local leaders, business owners, and community members. Don't miss an episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe to learn something new and discover ways to get involved in our community. It's Tehachapi time, Key Budge. Joining me today, we've got a room full of guests. Very excited. Clare Scottu, you've brought some friends with you today.
Yes, I'm excited. And thank you so much for having me. Each month we like to feature what the chamber's up to and a local business if we can. And so today I have Chicago Title and their amazing team. I have Ashley here with me.
Hello.
And Dana and Elsa.
Hello.
Yes, welcome. So nice to have you on the show. And we're going to jump into all things Chicago Title. And then there's a special program that you guys do every year that we want to talk about. But before we get into Chicago Title, the holiday season, Clare, we've got business to take care of. We're kicking off January 2026. So Happy New Year to everybody that's listening. This will be our first episode of season 7. Exciting.
Ooh, so exciting. It's amazing.
The amount of podcasts we've been able to produce, promote local events, promote local businesses, talk about different projects and things. This has been a great tool of communication for us here. So this is a great kickoff because we're going to talk about some things that we closed out 2025 with and then things to look forward to in 2026. So it's a great show.
Yes, thank you. And what an honor.
Well, and you and I have co-hosted, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 shows together over the years. So
yeah, I think so.
It's gone by really fast. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yes.
So we've got you in here today. Before we jump to Chicago Title, let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce and how things wrapped up in 2025 for you.
Yes, wonderful. Well, why don't we start with the latest event that we were able to partner and work on together. This was the Christmas parade with Gingerbread Lane. And holy moly. In the end, we had about 55 participants. We had 60 registrants. 55 people were able to come with their floats and their groups. Everyone was ready to celebrate and have an amazing time. And I think last year the numbers came in, we saw about 5,000 people downtown. And from what I've heard from Chief Stanridge and Public Works is that we had more, a lot more.
That was the word. I was under the weather, so I was watching your live stream from home. But the word on the street was the streets were full.
Yes.
That there was people from the starting line all the way to the finish. So that's just, it says so much for what you've done with the chamber and continuing the tradition of the Christmas parade, but we continue to enhance it as we try to work together and make it the best event, that best day, the first Saturday of December. So
yes, thank you so much. And that whole day has just turned into this wonderful opportunity to make memories with your family and do some shopping and see all of our local nonprofits with Hometown Christmas. And the city works so hard to put that together, and it's such a special time. And I feel like the parade is just this wonderful way to end that day. And the community came out in force. And that was just so wonderful to see and to hear everyone saying, like, I felt like a kid again. You know, it's just holiday magic. And so it's such an honor to be a part of that and to collaborate with so many people and working with you guys, working with so many businesses to make it happen.
And it doesn't happen without all the volunteers. So we got to do a shout out because of the silent workers behind the scenes that really make, especially the parade. The parade probably takes 30 plus people with all the different points of contact along the way. So, and they're the quiet ones behind the scenes. So we should really give them a nice shout out and appreciation for the work that they put in to make that happen.
Absolutely. Yes. And we have Dean Peterson. He was our fearless organizer, and every single minute was volunteer. And his amazing team. They all came together. A lot of them are from CERT, and so they go through trainings to make sure that they understand, the traffic, what's going on within the parade route, and making sure everyone is safe and everyone is accounted for, and that everyone's following the rules like as much as possible. And everybody comes out with their best and their smiles on, and there's a lot that goes into this behind the scenes that not everybody knows about. And so for them to come and be out in the cold and to help support everyone. There was just it was outstanding. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and I know how tiring it is, and it must feel thankless, but we want to thank them.
Yes.
So thank you to all the groups with, through the Legion, CERT, Tara, everyone that you had on board, and I'm sure there's other groups that I didn't even mention, and just community volunteers.
Yes.
So they make this a community special event. So thank you to them.
Wonderful. And I do want to give a shout out to the winners. We had a lot of participants who took, first place in their categories. A huge congratulations to Terrigen Operating Company for winning overall. I know that they put so many man hours into building their float, but I do want to say that they have a budget. They don't go over the budget. They have to stick to a very, very small budget, and they pull scraps, and they come together and they work outside of their time as on their work day, and it's all from the bottom of their hearts, right? They're passionate about this, and they want to bring the best to the community.
And I know it started the day after last year's Christmas parade.
Yes.
So because I talking with Carolyn how the entire company just really embraced last year 2024's event, and they wanted to do even more for 2025. So I know how excited they were, and that was a 365-day preparation.
Yes, and yes, you're right, because right after the parade last year, they called me and said, "What's the theme for next year?" And I was like, "Give me a minute.
Yeah,
we gotta do a little competition and figure out what that theme's."
And they had to work with some restrictions that popped up as some improvements that came on F Street. For those that haven't been on F Street, we've got new string lights that go across all of F, like we have on Green. As we start to kind of enhance and beautify downtown, that continues. Well, they're at 14 feet. So we had to make sure all the float entries were under
13 feet.
So we made that as a goal just in case things bumped and jiggled, that you guys built a kind of a 13-foot limiter.
Yeah, we had a little bridge that everyone had to drive under, and so that way we were checking to make sure everybody was at that height requirement. And Terrigen they were the closest ones. They had definitely engineered and designed their float to spec.
Yeah. Well, I know they were well received. I heard nothing but compliments about what they did, and the rest of the entries too. Everyone gets excited about the lights.
Yes, absolutely, and everyone brought their A game. So congratulations to every single participant. However, Love's Travel Stop won the commercial float class. Tehachapi Warrior Band won the marching band class. J&M Dance won the dance school class. Tomahawks Football and Cheer won the organization float class. CCI won the miscellaneous float class. Santa and Mrs. Claus won the antique vehicle class, which we know they were riding in the city's antique fire truck. So
yeah,
congratulations.
That's been kind of a tradition that we've been able to showcase Santa and Mrs. Claus every year.
And it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Rachel and Hans Call won the classic vehicle class. Sikh Riders of America won the miscellaneous vehicle class. Valley Oaks Charter School won miscellaneous school class. And then Miss Tehachapi Pageant won the Queens and Princesses class. The Gingerbread Cavalry won equestrian group. And Gingerbread Twins won the equestrian pair class.
Wow, a lot of different styles of entries.
Yes. And I know it changes a little bit each year so that we can try to accommodate all the different types of classes and types of businesses and organizations that are taking place. And that way everyone has a chance to really strut their stuff, show what they have, and then they can be rewarded with these really adorable trophies made by the Tehachapi High School Art Club.
That's very cool. It makes it a whole community event. Everyone's got a little piece that they do.
Yes.
And I love that collaboration, community collaboration, which you'll see is the theme continues throughout this show today.
It does, absolutely. Yeah. All right. I want to touch on the holiday window decorating contest. We had 13 businesses all across the greater Tehachapi area who took part in this. And the Coates State Farm Agency, they won first place with the judges' vote. And with the judges, we have a selection of people from across the area, and I make sure that those people don't have any bias toward any one of those businesses. So after the businesses sign up, I reach out to individuals and invite them if they would like to be judges. And so they have an entire rubric that they follow, and that way it's fair all across the board. And so Coates won that one. And then we send out a popular vote to our whole community to see who they chose. And Lux Beauty Lounge won the popular vote. But everyone, it's just the windows this year are outstanding and just the cutest things and just bring so much cheer and warmth to the season.
Yeah, we here at City Hall, we did it as well. And each of the employees on their own time went out and painted different windows. And I know that the mayor, so we had our own little internal contest. We followed your theme.
Okay.
And the mayor selected the window that was done by Ashley and her mom.
Oh,
so
cool.
Little mother-daughter action. So Ashley, our administrative services director and airport manager, and her mom worked together. And the theme was it had to be a family member that helped you. At least those were our rules that we, had to live by. And
cool.
So that was kind of cool. So Mayor Potencourt came around and picked a city winner.
How fun. I love that. And so then kind of looking ahead to January, we do have some fun things, but I do want to just do a brief year in review for the chamber. This year has been phenomenal. It's been, one event after another and so much joy and so much community collaboration. And we've just really been able to enhance our benefits this year and really hone in on our members, see what it is that you guys are needing out of us. What do the businesses need and how can we answer those needs? We saw 25 ribbon cuttings this year, 25 new businesses, anniversaries, just so much celebration this year. It was outstanding. We welcomed 53 new members to the chamber this year. And we were able to publish about 180 articles highlighting our members, highlighting the amazing events in the community, highlighting some of the campaigns going on with our nonprofits. We were able to feature some of these events and these happenings with KGET, Channel 17, Studio 17, and ABC 23. They were able to come out and highlight some of the wonderful things happening in Tehachapi. And, of course, we're excited to partner with Tehachapi every month. We're happy to share that information. And then our social media outreach grew to 5,000 audience members. And so we went from a little under 3,000 to over 5,000.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, we've just been really growing and getting the word out. And that also helps with our members when they share an event or they share something with us. We can share that as well. And then that audience grows. And so they get to see more of our community that way. And so we're really happy and excited to be able to provide that. We shared 1,800 referrals this year. And this is the first year where I kept track of every single person that came in, what kinds of information they were looking for, every phone call that we answered. And just by the visitors and the phone calls, we had 1,800 referrals. And so that's not even counting our website, where we have a full directory. And so that was just outstanding to know that we were able to keep our doors open and invite, all of these guests and these visitors and to share this information about our community.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a lot of contacts. I mean, you think that's averages, like 6 a day. And
Yes.
and what are you, 5 days a week?
4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Yep, from 10 to 4.
So that's even a much larger number than 6 a day.
Right.
So
we see on average about 8 to 12 people a day that come through. And of course the phone's always ringing.
Yeah, and it's only you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a lot of personal context that you have throughout the year.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's good.
So I try to soak it all in so that I can share that information. If someone's looking for a job and they're looking for something specific, I always have my radar out.
Right.
And then as soon as I hear from someone like, hey, I'm looking for this kind of person with this exact skill set, I got your person.
Perfect.
I'm just going to share a couple events.
Sure.
Real quick. We were able to do the wine walk this last year, the Tehachapi's Finest Gala, the Wind Festival. We held a job fair. We did a new business night where we got to feature a lot of our local businesses at Meadowbrook Park. Of course, the Mountain Festival, woohoo! Thunder on the Mountain Cars Show, Veterans Resource Fair, and the Christmas Parade.
That's a lot
It's a lot.
for one person.
Yes.
And your volunteers,
Yes, my amazing volunteers.
yeah. But those are all things that benefit everyone in the community at different levels.
Yes.
So very good.
Thank
Good
you.
job. That was a great 2025.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. And we're excited for 2026.
Okay.
And,
Well, we got Chicago Title coming up. Want to
Yes,
tease
we
everybody. They're still
do.
here. The team is still here patiently waiting.
Yes,
But-
we do.
But 2026, here we are.
Here we are.
What do you got cooking?
Yes. So I know January starts off a little bit slower, but we are still celebrating a grand opening and a ribbon cutting for Goodwill. They're opening their doors, and we're going to celebrate January 29th at 4 p.m. We have our first luncheon of the year, which will be at the American Legion, Post 221, right out here on F Street. That'll be January 20th, and it's going to be a community showcase.
Okay.
So this is where all of our nonprofit members are welcome to come in, set up a table with all their information, and then all of our business members can come in and talk to them and learn about their goals and collaborate and get creative. Okay, this is an awesome networking opportunity, and there isn't a speaker per se. We're just letting everybody take the floor and share.
Very good.
So we're very excited. That'll be from 11:30 to 1. And then legislative days will be following that, where you'll be able to talk to representatives for Congressman Fong and our Kern County Supervisor, Chris Parlier. His representative, Karen, is usually there as well. So, and then we have our Survey for Excellence. This is where we hear from everyone in our community and our members. Please tell us what we're doing well, what we need to improve on, what you want to see for 2026, and that helps us finalize our strategic plan for the year. So that is out in the world. Please contact chamber@tehachapi.com if you would like to get a specific link for that, and you can fill that out. It takes 2 minutes. And then Tehachapi's Finest, it's here already. Nominations are out. And so you can go to our website, tehachapi.com. There's a link there where you can go and submit an essay talking about why you nominate a large business, a small business, a nonprofit, and a citizen. And so this is where we get to feature these amazing businesses in our community that are going above and beyond to serve their clients and to serve others. And so we're really excited to see those nominations come in and start building a beautiful event to celebrate that.
That's exciting. I mean, before we start recording, we start, oh my God, the year has flown by and what's coming up so quickly.
So quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the gala will be in April, but it takes that much time to collect the nominations, and then we have a whole panel of judges that go through every single essay, and they have that very difficult job, and then we start interviewing and looking at all the nominees and then writing articles about each one, and then we get to reveal the winners at the gala. So
Man,
exciting.
2026. I can't believe it. And then also, we should mention in 2026, it's the 250th anniversary of America.
Yes.
This is the semi-quincentennial, so that's the official term, but 1776 to 2026. So, I'll just kind of tease that July 4th, we always do something big. Well, think weekend. Think 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, I'll just kind of throw that out there, that this will be a great place to be for those 3 days. We've got something special cooking, and we've got some community partners that are going to help us along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So exciting.
So is it time?
It's time. That is Chamber Business. Thank you for hanging in there. And now a really exciting interview.
And before we get started, we need to put out a little parental advisory. The content that we are about to share could, for the young that have that Christmas magic in their heart, we might tell them to turn off, to go away.
Yes.
Because we're going to talk about some trade secrets that Santa has that he shares with the team from Chicago Title. So if there are some very young listeners out there, Mom, Dad, you might want to kind of switch the podcast. And we're going to talk about the trade secrets that Chicago Title has and the special relationship that your team, Ashley, has with Santa.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for having us today. We're excited. Yes, thank you.
So I'm excited. But I'm already ready to talk about the special event. But let's talk about just real quick. Let's talk Chicago Title. What Chicago Title does, because I know that I've been a client that you've helped me personally with real estate transactions. Let's talk about a little bit about the business model of Chicago Title, and then we'll get into this special team event.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Chicago Title is a local escrow and title office. So we are handling escrows and running title through our office. And we love it. We love it. It gives us an opportunity to interact with a lot of people in the community and welcome people in from other areas and maybe say goodbye to some others as they move on to other places. But it's wonderful. We've been here for, I think we said maybe around 50 years in Tehachapi. And it has been absolutely wonderful. So.
And how big's your team?
My team we're a team of 4. Caitlin is not here with us today, but just myself, Dana, and Elsa, and Caitlin. So.
And you guys are busy.
We are busy. We stay very busy.
All the time.
It doesn't matter where the real estate market is. There's something going on.
Yes, we are extremely blessed in that way. We keep very busy. These girls are always running. So it's great. We're very grateful to the agents and the lenders and just everybody in the community that continues to pour into our office.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, now can we talk about the magic of Christmas?
Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, each of the last, and how many years do we go back with your team doing this?
We started out of our office in 2020.
In 2020.
It was 2020, right?
The COVID year?
Yes. Was Hometown Christmas 2021?
I think this was the 3rd year of Hometown Christmas this year.
No, this was year 4, I think.
Year 4? Okay.
Yeah, I think
yes,
so.
I think you're right. So 2020.
So what we're talking about is the Hometown Christmas, the event that the city puts on with all of our nonprofits and different businesses that want to participate. We have Santa has declared that the city of Tehachapi has a location to drop off letters that are going to be sent to him. And he has a magic team that helps assist with getting those letters returned and addressed, and the kids' Christmas wishes get recognized, and Santa gets to go over his list. And then there's some special elves that kind of help out and have this fantastic duty is what I think it is.
It is. Yeah.
So, Ashley, tell us about what your team does.
Well, we just help get those letters to Santa. We collect them, and there was a disclaimer, right? Yeah. So do we want to get into what we really do?
We do. I mean, and this is for the parents that are listening. This is the time where we're going to kind of disclose a little bit of the behind the scenes of what the magicians do. So
okay, so the real behind the scenes is we take those letters and we sort through them, and we write all of these kids back. They receive a letter back from Santa Claus, as long as they include their return address so that we know where to send it. And just a little something to let them know that Santa got their letter. He knows what they would like. He sees all of the great things that they're doing. So just a little Christmas magic for them.
It's got to be rewarding.
It is.
Yeah. And I could tell, okay, Dana, Elsa, you guys have stories about what does it feel like to open up these letters from the kids?
It's so magical, fun, I think. Yeah, because some of them go into detail or some of them just list what they like. Sometimes we get a lot of backstories that is just special and remarkable, and it's just a lot. Yeah,
I had a friend tell me that, her kids received a letter back, and it's just fun because it is a small community, so it's like when you see a letter where you're like, oh, I know that person. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to do that one. And so you can put like a little PS at the bottom, like, hey, say hi to your mom, dad for me, and it's like a little winky. So it's just fun. Yeah.
Are there any letters that kind of come to mind? I bet you some can even bring you to tears, that it's those emotional moments.
Yeah. Sometimes that part is a little hard. Yeah. But also great,
Yeah.
Because you know that they're getting something in return, like that makes them excited for the season. But there's definitely some letters where we're all like, we're a little teary-eyed.
Bring the team together and you read it out loud to everybody.
Oh, for sure.
Oh gosh, yes.
For the funny ones, those ones are good too.
Yes, there are some ones that crack us up. I think this year there were a few. There was a group. We do put all the siblings together to ensure that Santa doesn't repeat himself to each sibling.
Right.
And we had 3 siblings that their letters were just so kind and thoughtful, and they thought about their parents and they thought about each other. And I was in tears. I'm always in tears, but I was in tears for sure. They were just so sweet. And when you see those letters and you're just reminded of how kind-hearted the kids in our community are, and just kids are in general, it really reinforces why we're doing this. It is so special. And of course we get the funny ones too. The cute ones that are like, I'm sorry it was so bad this year.
There's some that take a little bit of ownership for their
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We have a little at the top when they're writing to Santa. We have like little check if you're naughty or nice, and it's always a little. We always giggle when we get the naughty ones because we're like, well, it's okay.
Okay,
Try it again next year.
but they're starting it off with honesty,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's like, okay, I've been a little cheeky. I can probably do better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, is there anything that kind of comes to mind where you go, without obviously any names, but where the letter just kind of touched you in that certain way that it feels like, I'll never forget this?
Yeah. There was one little girl who wrote and she asked Santa to not have cancer. That was last year, but still, it's just.
Oh, that grabs at your heart.
It's.
Just hearing you say that, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, powerful. And these little, it's got to be, you can just see for the kids as they're writing this, it's therapeutic for them too, where they're getting to talk about their family, loved ones beyond themselves.
Yeah.
So what a neat moment.
Yeah.
And you guys get to share that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what does it do for the team?
Well, I think it's wonderful for all of us. We get extra time spent together. It might be lunches, it might be a little bit after hours. We get to share in the joy that it is. We have laughter, tears, all of those things. So I think it's just an opportunity for all of us to spend a little more time together and also refocus on the true meaning of the season and what it is to give back to others. So I love it. I love that we all participate. It's wonderful. Yeah.
How many letters do you get, does Santa get from Tehachapi?
We estimated this year a little bit over 300. That's climbed each year though. So we're kind of anticipating an increase next year. I know there was quite a few more this year than last. But yeah, I think we're right around a little over 300 right now. Yeah, that we can respond to. We do get a fairly large stack of letters that don't have addresses on them. They just see the beautiful mailbox. Love that mailbox down by the Christmas tree. And kids put their lists in there. And so we may not be able to respond to those. And those are a separate stack. But that we actually can respond to a little over 300.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We also get one of the classrooms, or maybe a couple, I'm not sure, from the high school. One of the teachers has her students write us, and so that's kind of cool. We have somebody go and drop it off at the high school back to them. So that's kind of fun. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fun.
With that mailbox. So that was donated by the Tehachapi Post Office. Yes. And they actually went to the Van Nuys Post Office, the regional, to pick it up. And they found one that was out of service. And then we got it back and we took it over to the auto body shop here on Age, and they did the incredible job. And then local artisans, did the final magic on it. But that was beautiful. Another one of those community events where it takes, someone steps up, they can do their little part, and we all collaborate. And before you know it, it's something magical for the kids.
It is.
Yes.
Awesome. It's a great photo op too. Like I keep seeing all the little photos of like people don't even know, just like on Instagram and stuff, and the photos of them sticking the letters in that mailbox. It's just like, it's so good.
Yeah. And then I actually saw one of the parents had posted a letter that their child had received just to show the example, and the amount that the team puts into those letters to personally acknowledge what they wrote is amazing. It's not just a sentence. It's a full page that they get back. That's a lot of time and effort. You guys, it's not just going through it very quickly.
Yeah.
You look at it and it's detailed. I was impressed when I got to see that. I go, wow, that's a lot of time commitment. So times 300, 400 letters, that's a lot.
Yeah. Do you guys start answering them at the beginning of the season? Or, because like you said, if you have several siblings that all, submit, how do you organize it and respond before Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we usually go pick them up not too long after Hometown Christmas, because that is the majority of the letters come in at Hometown Christmas. And then we do a sorting. We sort them by street first and kind of do that, just A, B, C, D, E, F. And then we go back and we then have narrowed it down so we can identify siblings on the same street at the same address. Then we clip those together, and then we've got, I think we have 5 templates right now that we utilize, because we can't, unfortunately, write every single letter is not completely personal. We just personalize it. So we use those 5 templates, and we just start, grabbing. And if you've got 4 siblings, then you're going to pull from 4 different templates. And then, like Dana mentioned, we do a lot of PS. PS, you were great this year. PS, Mrs. Claus loves unicorns too. Whatever it might be, to just make sure that they know that that we really read their letter.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And then we continue to collect throughout the season. And we go back to the mailbox very late at night and pick up the letters, and then, just continue throughout the season to gather them in batches. So I think we have 2 more from last night that we've got to respond to. So those ones won't get back by Christmas, but
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I know my grandson's got to make his way. He was talking about it, and that was so he'll be dropping one off. Obviously, we were recording before the January debut of this show, but we're in December still recording this. But the magic is there, and you get to see it, and it's so cool. And so I'm just excited that you guys have embraced it, and every year we can count on you to step up and know that there's no one else that's going to step in. It's like, okay, letters to Santa, Chicago title. Ashley and your team,
that.
and it's like it's like I think even this year, Ashley letters. Yep, okay, check the box. And we already checked that box. So for 2026,
oh gosh,
check
yes,
the box. Okay,
you can check the box and just keep on checking. Yeah, we love it, and it really is truly a blessing to us. So we are so grateful for the kids that drop their letters there.
And then you guys run the table too at Hometown Christmas.
Yes.
So the kids can actually write the letter there and be the first ones to use the box, because that's where the box gets debuted, is at Hometown Christmas.
Yes, we love that. It's a great opportunity.
So fun to interact with the kids and the
And
parents.
see the kids.
It's the best. It's good tradition for sure. Like my daughter she had another event she had to go to during Hometown Christmas, and she was like stressing out because she's like, I cannot miss it. I'm like, it's okay. You'll be there for over 2 hours. It'll be fine. So
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
How old is she?
she's 10. So she likes to come in and help too. So
Love
she'll
that.
like hand out pens and paper, and so it's a great tradition.
See, that's the next generation.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic that she's got that buy-in and the connection to it.
For sure.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
And my daughter too, she's 6 and she's learning how to write. And so this year she wrote her first letter all by herself to Santa. Yay. And next year she was like, okay, I'm going to write a whole page. And so she's so excited and so
That's awesome.
I love that. I love that.
well, and it's a wonderful motivator and to also motivate these kids to also work on their writing skills and their correspondence. So.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's the magic of Christmas. Thank you. That whole day is incredible, from where it starts to where we end with the lighting of the tree, with the parade in between, Hometown Christmas, and now we've added the snow globe.
Yes.
Have you guys gone over? Did you guys go over the snow globe?
I'm going to
snow
go over
globe.
there after this.
Okay.
Yes, it is so beautiful. I love it. And it really is. That day is so magical. It feels like you're in a Hallmark movie, really.
Right. And that's one of the things that gets brought up time and time again, especially with the Hometown Christmas Day. I mean, the feel of downtown, the feel of Tehachapi as a whole is all about that hallmark, and that gets mentioned over and over and over again, is this hallmark magic that we've got. So,
Yes.
But that only comes together because of, like, Chicago Title, the Chamber of Commerce, the city. We all work together to create that. That can't be done solo. It has to be done as a community, and it's genuine. It comes from the heart. So that's, I think, part of that makes it just special.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't see any curmudgeons. You know, it's like everybody has a smile on their face. Everybody, like you said, is doing it from the bottom of their heart, and they just are spreading joy however they can. And I think that's what really makes Tehachapi unique.
Yes.
You know, I grew up in Prescott, Arizona, and you had your people that loved Christmas, and they did this big courthouse lighting, and, you know, it was fun. But everywhere you looked, like, people were working overtime, and they were focused on how hard their job was, and so they had this frown on their face, and so it just felt like, you know, oh, okay, not everybody's enjoying it, and that, you know, that's life. Okay. But here, I mean, everywhere you look, I feel like everybody just is so joyful.
Yeah.
And it really goes to show Tehachapi's heart.
Well, you know, it's funny. Last year, after the 2024 hometown Christmas, we were talking, you know, as a team about what we could do, what can we add for 2025. So there was a small group of us that went to the Cambria Christmas market, and we go, let's go. We got a behind the scenes, so we called them ahead of time. They got us in before the park opened, gave us their kind of what they do, really broke it down from the organizer's point of view. And we were drawn to the snow globe. It was daylight. There was no one there, and we were drawn to it. Go, this is pretty cool. Okay, so we were taking pictures of different things for ideas. We came back in when the park was open to just see how the community responded to things. The line for that snow globe was like 100 people deep. Wow. And we're like, okay, that was it. We connected to it beforehand. Let's try and make that magic happen here. So, you know, then we move into shuttling that idea around, and we had the Shaw family said, we want to help make that magic happen, and gave a generous donation. The city matched that donation. We hired a local fabricator in Tehachapi signs, and then Make Art Tehachapi, the artist, came and just did that beautiful artwork. So it became this huge collaboration, and just to see the amount of people downtown.
Yes.
And it's every day. And we debuted it just a day or two before Thanksgiving. And I don't know how many photos I've received. It's probably about 500 photos that I've received from family members that I keep sharing and reposting and reposting. But it just kind of shows the spirit of Christmas is alive here in Tehachapi and coming downtown. And I'm hoping that that's translating to people stopping at the local mom and pop businesses and, you know, doing a little Christmas shopping and getting dinner and things like that. But the fact that it's free and just watching the amount of people that are coming day and night.
Well, and you know, I love two things about that. I love that it was such a community effort, that so many local members of the community got to take part in that effort to bring that to life. But every time that, you know, you pass by, there are people out there. I know when I was down there, I love too that you can turn around to the people behind you and say, will you take my picture? And then I'll take yours. And, you know, and it kind of just gets people in the community talking, and you know, it's just another way to be engaged with other people in the community and spend a little time and, you know, maybe twist your kids' arms to get down there.
Right. And that's, you know, it's one thing, because we talked about who's going to take the pictures? I go, they'll figure it out. Yeah. Or they'll get a tripod and they'll put their phone on a timer. I go, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, that's the magic of Christmas will take place. And that's what we've seen. And we've seen some families dressed up. One family, about 6 or 7, dressed up as the Grinch. They were all in little Grinch onesies. Cute. Then we had another one that were all dressed up like Rudolph, the reindeers in there. Then they got they're bringing their pets in. They've got their dogs with, you know, reindeer ears and things. Just pretty cool. And kids acting like they're trapped inside the snow globe. And just there was some theatrics. And then seeing like businesses come in, like all of the bus drivers from TUSD. They all came down. So you got all the bus drivers and took this huge group photo. They all stuffed themselves in like clowns in a car, you know, and they got everyone's face. Then they did another one outside. And everyone's had a different kind of reaction to it, but it's been sharing those photos, and it's been really cool to see everyone's different kind of take on it. Then they'll maybe go over to the trees that are all lit up in the park. And that's that was another takeaway when we went. We also looked at Paso Robles at one of the downtown parks there, and all of their trees are decorated with different lights. So we thought, look, we're going to follow that. So there was 2 takeaways from this creative, trip that we took trying to find things for the community. So all the lights in the park were done based on that same trip, and we're seeing people just pose near the trees because they're lit up. And then they'll go to the Christmas tree over at the depot. So we're seeing these 3 different locations. So we want to expand upon that next year. Not sure where, but we'll take ideas. If you've got an idea, send it to me, media@tehachapicityhall.com, and we'll kind of see what we can do. But we want to enhance every year. If we can do just one little project to make it, even more special. So
Yeah.
It's great.
I love
It's
it.
beautiful downtown. We'll just, if we're bored at night, we'll grab some hot chocolate and we'll just go drive around downtown because it's so beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see with all the lights, you feel festive.
You do.
And the lights are on overnight in the trees, so they're on until I think 6:30 in the morning. So it's pretty neat, the magic of that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I wonder how many Christmas cards have gone out from families this year with that globe on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that is because I know we always, traditionally we want to make sure the Christmas tree is set up and the lights are on before Thanksgiving. That a lot of people come in for
Yes.
Thanksgiving and that's their family card. Then with this year, with that also, we started seeing not only at the tree, but they're going to the globe, and we're starting to see and then the photos started getting shared. And then, like I said, over 500 photos have been sent to me, just for us to share. So it's been pretty amazing, to see that community response. And then people have been coming from out of town to do it too. So we know that that's kind of some kind of an economic driver, where people are coming up from Bakersfield, the Antelope Valley. There's been as far away as San Luis Obispo that we know of that came particularly just to do that.
Wow.
So we're like, okay, that's a win.
Yeah.
Because that's outside revenue that comes into our businesses. So
Absolutely.
that's
Yes.
good.
Yeah. And we have some great downtown businesses. I just finished my Christmas shopping downtown this past weekend. So
They are,
Nice.
and so when this airs, it's going to be after Christmas, but the next quarter is always one of the toughest quarters for our small businesses. So always think January, February, March to shop small and continue to visit our mom and pops, throughout Tehachapi, not just downtown, even out in Old Town as well. They all depend upon us, and those are our neighbors. So
yes.
yeah. So it's a great way to kick off 2026.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great year.
So what else do we need to chat? Is there anything? Because I get focused. Like this became the bicycle, right? Well, we were talking about, when we had the crew in from Cycle and Go, and I was all giddy about the bikes. This was the Christmas magic. So, but I don't want to miss on anything. Is there anything that your team does that we haven't talked about as a part of this new tradition?
It's a part of this new tradition. I can't think of anything that we haven't touched on. No.
Just that it brings as much to you guys as it does to the kids that receive these letters.
So much. And so I would encourage parents, if their kids haven't participated before, please do. Get your kids out there at Hometown Christmas or after in 2026, because we love seeing those letters come in. And we've had a couple of very good friends that have offered to volunteer and get those taken care of next year. So we've got a bigger crew.
Good.
We've got a lot of elves ready to
that's
write.
So the special mailbox, it's a candy apple red, Christmas red.
Yes.
It's always at Hometown Christmas on Green Street when we do that. And then at the end of the event, we immediately move it to the depot. So it's at the depot by the Christmas tree. So if you're looking for it, not sure where to take the little ones for next year, go to the Christmas tree at the depot and you'll find it right there.
Yes.
And then Santa's helpers go and check that mailbox every day.
Yeah, we check it. Yep, a lot of letters coming in. Love it.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Now, is there anything coming up in 2026 for Chicago Title other than to look for Hometown? Or is it going to be just continuing to help the real estate community and people, getting their new forever home?
Yes, I think we're just going to continue doing what we do best, which is a lot of escrows. So keep them coming. But no, nothing major yet that I can think of.
Gosh, no.
Well, maybe we'll pull you into the July 4th weekend
No,
to
exactly.
I
participate.
gotta tell you, since you mentioned it, all I can think about is hot dogs and sunshine, and I cannot wait.
All right.
Ashley loves 4th of July.
I love the 4th of July. It is also my birthday weekend.
Sweet.
So, but I am so excited to hear. So, yes, if there are any opportunities for us to serve,
Yes.
I'm sure we are
You're
hands
inked.
up.
You're inked.
Yes.
It's 3 days of magic is what we're going to share
So
for
fun.
this 250th celebration of America.
That's awesome.
So that's what our
Can't
plan
wait.
is.
Cannot wait.
And it'll be a community collaboration again. We're all
Mm-hmm.
going to be involved to make it special for everybody.
Yes.
But 3 days worth of stuff.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, we'll have the huge fireworks show like we always do.
Yes, which we love. Oh my goodness, so
the best
good
part.
every year.
Yes.
Every year, it's so great.
And lots of live music. I'll share that.
Nice.
Yeah. So good stuff. All right. Well, Elsa, Dana, Ashley, thank you so much for coming in. And what you guys do is your team. And then was it Caitlin? Is it
Yes,
you couldn't make
Caitlin
it?
is not
So you 4 elves that help get the information back to Santa and then get the information back to the kids. That Santa recognized what the efforts that they put in. It's a great part of what you do because it's not just one day. I mean, this is a month-long's worth of time and effort and love that you guys put back into the community.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having us on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And yeah, we look forward to some more Santa letters next year.
Perfect. So, Claire, Chamber of Commerce 2026, if there are some small businesses, large businesses that would like to become members that aren't, how do they connect with you?
Yes, please reach out. You can email us if you would like at chamber@tehachapi.com. You can stop by. We have applications and lots of information about all the benefits that we offer. So come to 209 East Tehachapi Boulevard, right between Taco Sandwich and Railroad Park. And you can reach out and learn more on our website, tehachapi.com. We also have prospective members who talk to us via our social media. And so you can follow us at Chamber Tehachapi on Instagram or the Greater Tehachapi Chamber of Commerce Business Center on Facebook.
Outstanding.
So,
All right. Well, here's to a great 2026, ladies. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Excited. It's a great way to kick off 2026.
Yes, Happy New Year.
All right. Hey, folks, if you're listening and you've got a question, a thought based on what we talked about, or if you've got a suggestion on what we can do for Hometown Christmas in 2026, or you'd like to be a part of the big July 4th celebration, reach out to me at media@TehachapiCityHall.com. We appreciate the time you spend with us, and we'll catch you again soon right here on Tehachapod. You've been listening to Tehachapod. If you have a question, a thought, or a suggestion, email media@TehachapiCityHall.com. We'll catch you again soon right here on Tehachapod.